Hello everyone, and welcome to today's presentation. I'm excited to have you here. Today, we'll be exploring dynamic permissions management in AI-driven collaboration. The focus will be on strategies and tools for secure content access and governance, with a special spotlight on Copilot. Over the next few minutes, we'll cover key concepts and practical insights to help you better manage permissions in an AI-enhanced workspace. So, let's get started. Welcome to this section on content protection for Copilot. Today, we'll be exploring how dynamic permissions management plays a crucial role in AI-driven collaboration. We'll look at strategies and tools that help ensure users have the right level of access, all while keeping compliance and governance at the forefront. This session is led by Eardley, an innovation hub architect at a Microsoft Premium partner. He'll share insights on how to effectively control permissions in this new era of AI-powered work environments. As AI collaboration evolves, managing permissions dynamically becomes more important than ever to keep content secure and accessible to the right people. So, let's dive into how we can implement these strategies and stay ahead in content protection. Let's talk about the challenge of permissions in today's AI-driven collaboration environments. Ensuring that the right people see the right content at the right time is more critical than ever. This is essential not only to protect sensitive information, but also to maintain trust across teams and organizations. Now, when we think about the need for timely and accurate access, traditional permission models often fall short. They struggle to keep up with the rapid pace of dynamic content creation and AI summarization. This lag can lead to risks, such as unauthorized data exposure, which we definitely want to avoid. Permissions have always played a vital role. They act as gatekeepers to our content. But with the rise of AI assistants like Copilot, their importance has only increased. These tools make access control even more critical because they can generate and distribute content at a scale and speed that traditional models weren't designed to handle. So, in essence, managing permissions effectively in this new landscape is key to safeguarding information while enabling seamless collaboration. It's a balancing act, making sure the right people have access without compromising security. When we look at these problems, it's clear that many of the old issues have actually gotten worse with the rise of AI-driven collaboration. For example, managing permissions dynamically has become more critical than ever. Take Copilot's natural language summarization, for instance. It can access all available content to generate summaries, which is powerful, but it also raises serious concerns about uncontrolled data exposure. We need smarter ways to handle permissions to ensure sensitive information isn't inadvertently shared. Then there's tools like Delve, which reveal workspace activity. While useful, they can sometimes expose unintended information, leading to potential privacy or security risks. It's a delicate balance between transparency and confidentiality. And let's not forget about navigating complex folder structures. It can be incredibly time-consuming and error-prone, especially when users are trying to find or organize information quickly. All of these issues highlight the need for a more intelligent, dynamic approach to permissions management, one that adapts to the context and helps us keep data safe without sacrificing productivity. Let's talk about the tools at your disposal for managing permissions effectively. First, understanding the capabilities and limits of these tools is essential because it helps you make smarter decisions and avoid potential pitfalls. When you know what each tool can do, you're better equipped to manage permissions in a way that supports collaboration while maintaining security. Empowering permission management is all about giving you the control you need without making the process overly complicated. Monitoring and auditing access is a key part of this. It allows you to keep an eye on who's accessing what, when, and ensuring everything stays compliant with your policies. Next, applying labels and policies helps you control visibility and who can create or access specific content. It's a way to categorize and restrict information based on your organization's rules, making sure sensitive data stays protected. Governance tools are also critical. They help define what users can and cannot do within your environment, establishing clear boundaries and responsibilities. And don't forget about self-service portals, which allow users to request access when they need it. This streamlines the process and reduces bottlenecks, empowering users to get the permissions they require efficiently. Altogether, these tools form a comprehensive toolkit that enhances your ability to manage permissions dynamically and securely, aligning with the overall theme of leveraging AI-driven collaboration effectively. Let's take a closer look at the governance tools overview. These tools work together to create a comprehensive and robust security framework that supports our AI-driven collaboration environment. First, we have the Integrated Security Framework, which leverages the Power Platform and Defender suites. These tools help automate security processes and provide threat protection, making sure our systems stay secure and responsive to potential risks. Next, we have conditional access policies. Think of these as security gatekeepers. They help enforce security requirements by controlling who can access what, under which conditions. This dynamic approach ensures that access is granted securely and appropriately. Then there are security groups and M365 groups. These are essential for resource access control. They help us manage and restrict resource access based on group memberships, ensuring only authorized users can reach sensitive information or tools. On the compliance side, we use Microsoft 365 and Purview. These tools assist with compliance and data governance, helping us meet regulatory requirements and maintain proper data management practices across our organization. Finally, Entra is our identity and access management solution, which centralizes and simplifies how we manage user identities and permissions, making sure that the right people have the right access at all times. Together, these tools form a cohesive security ecosystem that supports our overall goal of secure, compliant, and efficient AI-driven collaboration. Let's talk about how we can effectively configure containers for access control. One of the key strategies is to use Defender to protect these containers dynamically. This means leveraging Defender's capabilities to automatically respond to threats and ensure the security of your environment in real time. Next, we want to incorporate conditional access. By doing so, we can monitor these environments dynamically, adjusting access permissions based on context, user behavior, or risk factors. This helps us maintain a flexible yet secure setup. Another important point is assigning environment-specific groups and agents. This allows us to precisely control who can interact with tools like Copilot and what content they can access. It's about creating tailored access controls for each environment to enhance security without sacrificing usability. Finally, we use governance tools to define clear boundaries and permissions within each container. This way, we set the rules for what can happen inside each environment, ensuring that everything stays within the intended operational and security parameters. All of these measures come together to support our overall goal, enabling safe, dynamic, and controlled collaboration in AI-driven environments. Let's talk about using groups for everything in our collaboration environment. Embracing group-based control is really about creating a scalable and consistent way to manage permissions. By centralizing access management through groups, we make administration much simpler and also improve security across the board. Think of groups as the central hub that control access not just to SharePoint sites and teams, but also to Copilot agents and data loss prevention policies. This unified approach ensures that permissions are managed efficiently across all platforms. Entra and Microsoft 365 groups are the key tools here. They handle permissions for both users and resources. Essentially, groups are the backbone of access control in our Microsoft and Copilot environments, providing a solid foundation for secure and streamlined collaboration. Let's explore group types and their uses. On this slide, we focus on how dynamic permissions management plays a crucial role in AI-driven collaboration. M365 groups are a key part of this, as they help facilitate teamwork by controlling access to shared content and tools. It's important to understand that each group type serves a specific purpose. when it comes to managing permissions and streamlining collaboration workflows. For example, M365 groups are designed to support collaborative efforts by providing easy access to shared resources. Security groups, on the other hand, are more about restricting access to specific resources based on security requirements, ensuring that sensitive information stays protected. Then we have admin units, which allow for delegating administrative control over particular subsets of users. This way, organizations can assign management responsibilities more precisely and efficiently. By understanding these different group types, we can tailor our access controls more effectively, enhancing both security and collaboration within our organization. This knowledge is essential as we continue to leverage AI and automation to improve our workflows and protect our resources. Now, let's look at some dynamic permissions management techniques in AI-driven collaboration. These methods help us cut down on manual work and ensure permission assignments are more accurate and consistent. One key feature is access packages. Think of these as bundles that group permissions together, making it easier to assign them either manually, dynamically, or through self-service options. This streamlines the process and reduces errors. Next, we have lifecycle workflows. These integrate with our identity provisioning systems to keep group memberships current as users join, leave, or change roles. It's all about maintaining up-to-date access without constant manual updates. Finally, dynamic groups leverage Entra attributes. They automatically add or remove users based on specific criteria we define, keeping group memberships aligned with real-time data. All these techniques are designed to make permission management smarter, faster, and more reliable, which aligns perfectly with the overall goal of streamlining collaboration in our AI-driven environment. Let's take a closer look at access packages and resource catalogs. These tools help us organize the available access packages, making it much easier to find and assign the right permissions quickly. This organization not only speeds up the process, but also improves governance by providing a clear structure. Now, when we talk about streamlined governance, it means policies are in place to control how permissions are assigned. These policies can be applied manually, dynamically, or through self-service requests, giving us flexibility and control. Another key point is policy-driven permissions. This allows us to combine different resources, like security groups, Microsoft 365 groups, SharePoint sites, apps, and Entra roles, into a single, manageable package. It simplifies the complexity of permissions across various resources. Finally, by bundling resources into access packages, permission management becomes much easier. Instead of managing permissions for each resource individually, everything is bundled together, making the process more efficient and reducing the chance of errors. This approach aligns perfectly with our overall goal of making collaboration more seamless and secure. Now, let's take a closer look at roles and policies per application. Essentially, this is about defining exactly what each user can do within a system. Roles and policies help us set clear boundaries and capabilities for everyone involved. Think of it as tailoring access, giving different users the right level of permissions based on their role. This approach supports not only organizational structure, but also fosters smooth collaboration. Moving on, we use access packages to assign these roles in accordance with organizational policies. This ensures that each user gets appropriate access, nothing more, nothing less, aligned with their responsibilities. It's about maintaining security and efficiency at the same time. Within these packages, owners are responsible for managing resources and permissions, making sure everything is in order. Members, on the other hand, focus on contributing content and collaborating effectively. And visitors, they typically have read-only access, so they can review information without making changes. Overall, defining roles and policies in applications is vital for maintaining control, enabling collaboration, and ensuring that everyone has the right tools to do their part efficiently. Let's take a closer look at how dynamic permissions management works in real-world scenarios. On this slide, I'll walk you through some practical examples of how we can demonstrate this concept effectively. First, we focus on tracking permission changes and reviewing access through governance portals. This is crucial for maintaining oversight and ensuring compliance. Next, we'll explore how to set up SharePoint and Teams environments to control access to Copilot, allowing us to manage who can use these tools seamlessly. We also have the process of creating and assigning access packages, which can include manual assignments or self-service policies, giving users the flexibility to request access when needed. Finally, we'll see how using Entra attributes helps us set up dynamic groups that automatically adjust membership based on specific criteria. All of these elements are interconnected and play a vital role in enabling secure, flexible, and responsive permission management. This approach aligns perfectly with our overall goal of creating a smarter, more agile collaboration environment. Now, let's look at dynamic permission allocation and how it plays a key role in risk reduction. Automating permission assignments not only cuts down on administrative effort, but also helps minimize human error, which is crucial for maintaining security. As we move toward more agile collaboration, having the flexibility to adjust permissions on the fly becomes essential. Dynamic permissions allow users to always have the right access as their roles or statuses change, ensuring that collaboration remains seamless and secure. This approach offers clear benefits. It keeps permissions up to date automatically, reducing delays and potential mistakes. For example, Entra attributes like department, role, or location can trigger automatic updates to group membership, ensuring permissions are always aligned with the user's current context. Ultimately, by automating permission assignments, we create a more efficient, secure environment that adapts quickly to organizational changes, supporting the overall goal of streamlined, secure collaboration. Let's take a closer look at self-service permission allocation, specifically how dynamic permissions management plays a role in AI-driven collaboration. As organizations increasingly adopt these advanced systems, the goal is to strike a balance between giving users the flexibility they need to work efficiently and maintaining proper governance to keep everything secure and compliant. This is where approval workflows come into play. They act as a sort of safety net, ensuring that any permission requests are reviewed and authorized by the right people before access is granted. It's all about making sure that while users can get the access they need quickly, we're still maintaining control over sensitive resources. Self-service portals further streamline this process. They allow users to request permissions directly from predefined access packages, making the process straightforward and transparent. This empowers users to manage their access more independently, which significantly improves agility within the organization. Ultimately, by enabling users to request access in a controlled, streamlined way, we enhance both the user experience and organizational efficiency. It's a key part of how AI-driven collaboration tools are transforming permission management, making it smarter, faster, and more secure. Let's talk about how automation can really strengthen our compliance efforts and protect sensitive data. By automating permission reviews and revocations, we make sure that access rights are always up to date and aligned with our policies. This not only helps prevent privilege creep, where users accumulate unnecessary permissions over time, but also significantly reduces insider risk. Revocation workflows are a key part of this process. They enable us to remove outdated or unnecessary permissions quickly and efficiently, minimizing potential vulnerabilities. Additionally, automated reviews are conducted periodically to validate user access against current policies and roles, ensuring that everyone has the right level of access at all times. Finally, maintaining continuous permission hygiene is absolutely vital for security. Regular, automated checks help us stay proactive and responsive, ensuring our security posture remains strong and our data protected. This dynamic approach to permissions management is a crucial component of our overall AI-driven collaboration strategy. Let's explore how we can effectively manage permissions in AI-driven collaboration environments. On this slide, we see that specific groups are responsible for controlling access to SharePoint sites and Teams channels. This targeted approach helps ensure that only authorized users can view or modify content, which is crucial for maintaining organizational compliance. Proper configuration isn't just about setting permissions. It's about safeguarding the entire environment where AI tools like Copilot operate. By doing so, we protect sensitive data and ensure that our collaboration remains secure and compliant with company policies. When we assign permissions to Copilot agents, it's essential that these are aligned with our organizational standards. This way, Copilot only accesses content it's authorized to, which helps maintain data confidentiality, a key aspect of responsible AI use. Controlling how Copilot interacts with content requires precise setup. That's why we configure SharePoint sites and Teams channels with specific groups that govern access. This precise configuration ensures that AI assistance enhances productivity without compromising security or compliance. Let's dive into Slide 18, which covers labels and data loss prevention, or DLP, integration. This is a crucial aspect of robust data governance, especially in AI-driven collaboration environments. First, combining labels with DLP is essential because it helps us classify and protect sensitive information more effectively. Labels allow us to categorize content based on sensitivity and compliance needs, and when we integrate these labels with DLP policies, we strengthen our overall data security framework. Now, with Copilot integration, the AI tools are aware of these labels and respect the controls we've put in place. This means AI won't accidentally leak or mishandle protected data, maintaining our security posture without hindering productivity. DLP policies then enforce specific restrictions, like preventing sharing, copying, or accessing content that has been labeled as sensitive. These policies act as guardrails, ensuring that sensitive information stays within authorized boundaries. So, in essence, this integration creates a layered approach. Labels help classify data, DLP policies enforce restrictions, and AI tools like Copilot respect these controls automatically. It's a comprehensive way to manage data security and compliance in our collaborative workflows. Let's take a closer look at Data Security Posture Management, or DSPM, for AI. This is all about taking a proactive approach to securing how AI-driven data is used. Instead of waiting for security issues to arise, DSPM helps us identify potential gaps before they become problems. For example, when it comes to tools like Copilot or other AI agents, we need to be vigilant about security vulnerabilities. DSPM helps us pinpoint these gaps and then remediate them effectively. Another crucial aspect is compliance. As we deploy AI in various environments, it's essential to assess whether we're meeting data protection standards. Continuous monitoring plays a vital role here. DSPM tools enable us to keep an eye on our AI data security at all times, ensuring ongoing compliance and security. Overall, integrating DSPM into our AI strategy helps us stay ahead of risks, protect sensitive data, and maintain trust in our AI initiatives. It's all about making security a fundamental part of the AI lifecycle. Now, let's take a closer look at the admin portal and audit capabilities. One of the key features here is dynamic permissions management in AI-driven collaboration. This allows us to respond quickly to security incidents and compliance audits, which is crucial in today's fast-paced environment. These capabilities help ensure our governance remains transparent and accountable, giving us confidence that policies are being followed. Moving on, rapid response and governance are supported by detailed audit logs. These logs track user activities and how policies are enforced, providing a clear record of what's happening within the system. This level of tracking is vital for identifying issues early and maintaining compliance. Additionally, monitoring and permissions enable us to keep an eye on permission assignments, changes, and access requests. This ongoing monitoring helps prevent unauthorized access and ensures permissions are always up to date. Finally, centralized control and oversight are offered through administrative portals. Having a single, centralized place to manage these controls simplifies governance, improves oversight, and makes it easier to enforce policies consistently across the organization. All of these features come together to support a robust, transparent, and secure collaboration environment. Let's take a closer look at how dynamic permissions management plays a crucial role in AI-driven collaboration. As organizations increasingly rely on intelligent systems to facilitate teamwork, managing who has access to what becomes more complex, but also more essential. Integrating licensing, insider risk management, and compliance ensures we maintain a holistic security posture. Holistic security means we're not just focusing on one area, but bringing everything together, policies, tools, and governance, so they work seamlessly. Compliance frameworks are vital here because they help us create and enforce policies that meet regulatory requirements, giving us confidence that we're adhering to industry standards. At the same time, insider risk tools are key to spotting and mitigating threats from within the organization. They help us detect suspicious activities early, protecting sensitive information and maintaining trust. Licensing models also impact how we govern our environments. They determine what features are available and what users are entitled to, which directly influences our ability to implement effective security controls. All these elements, permissions, risk management, compliance, and licensing, are interconnected. When integrated thoughtfully, they enable a more resilient, compliant, and secure collaboration environment, especially in the fast-paced world of AI. This holistic approach is fundamental to staying ahead of potential risks and ensuring responsible use of technology. Let's take a closer look at the key outcomes and benefits of dynamic permissions management in AI-driven collaboration. First, by combining labels with data loss prevention, or DLP policies, we can effectively restrict Copilot's access to sensitive content. This helps us safeguard data integrity and prevent accidental leaks. Next, configuring SharePoint sites and teams allows us to tightly control who can access Copilot, ensuring that our organization stays compliant with internal policies. This is all about integrated governance, making sure our data and tools are used responsibly. Automated workflows play a crucial role here as well. They ensure permissions are reviewed regularly and revoked when they're no longer needed, which significantly enhances our security posture over time. Another important aspect is self-service access. Users can request and manage their own permissions through access packages, which helps improve agility and empowers users to be more self-sufficient. Finally, leveraging Entra attributes allows us to automatically assign and adjust user permissions. This automation reduces manual overhead and helps keep permissions up to date seamlessly. All these elements work together to create a dynamic, secure, and user-friendly approach to permissions management, aligning perfectly with our overall goal of intelligent, secure collaboration. Looking ahead, the future of permissions management with Copilot is really exciting. We'll see advanced auditing and reporting tools that give us much clearer visibility into permission changes and how they're being used. This means we can better track and understand permission activity, making governance more transparent and manageable. At the same time, we'll have more granular and customizable access packages. This empowers users to get the access they need, while still ensuring we stay compliant with policies and regulations. It's about finding that perfect balance between flexibility and control. Additionally, dynamic policies will start to adapt permissions in real time. Based on user behavior, context, and risk signals, permissions will adjust automatically, enhancing security without adding extra manual effort. This adaptive approach makes our access controls smarter and more responsive. Interoperability will also improve significantly. We'll see tighter integration between Entra, Microsoft 365, Purview, and Defender, creating seamless, end-to-end governance experiences. This interconnectedness simplifies management and enhances our ability to protect and govern data across platforms. Finally, future systems will leverage AI-driven insights to proactively identify permission anomalies. These systems will suggest adjustments before issues even arise, reducing risks and lightening the administrative load. Overall, these advancements will make permissions management more intelligent, secure, and user-friendly, aligning perfectly with the ongoing evolution of collaborative work. Now, let's move on to some questions and answers related to our discussion on dynamic permissions management in AI-driven collaboration. First, how can labels and DLP policies be tailored to your organization's data sensitivity? Essentially, it's about customizing labels and policies to match the specific levels of sensitivity within your data. This ensures that the right protections are applied without over-restricting access to less sensitive information. Next, what additional governance tools would you like to see integrated with Copilot? Think about tools that could enhance oversight, automate compliance checks, or streamline audit processes, anything that would make governance more seamless and robust. Moving on, how might automated permission reviews impact your compliance requirements? Automated reviews can help ensure permissions stay up to date, reduce human error, and support ongoing compliance, making it easier to meet regulatory standards. Now, what challenges do you foresee in implementing self-service access packages? Common hurdles include ensuring proper user training, maintaining security controls, and managing the complexity of access provisioning at scale. Lastly, how can dynamic group membership simplify your current permission workflows? By automatically adjusting group memberships based on user roles or attributes, it reduces manual management, accelerates access changes, and keeps permissions aligned with organizational changes. These are key considerations as we look to enhance our collaboration security and efficiency. Thank you so much for your attention today. I truly appreciate your engagement throughout the session. Before we wrap up, I'd like to invite you to share your feedback on this session. Your insights are invaluable in helping us improve and tailor future sessions to better meet your needs. So please take a moment to think about what you found most useful, any areas where we could improve, or topics you'd like us to explore further. Remember, your feedback helps shape the quality and relevance of our future discussions. Again, thank you for being part of this session. I hope you found it both informative and inspiring, and I look forward to seeing how you'll apply what you've learned. Let's talk about additional resources and networking opportunities that can really enhance your understanding and implementation of dynamic permissions in AI-driven collaboration. Staying updated on the latest trends in AI-driven security is crucial, so I encourage you to follow relevant social channels and blogs. This way, you can share best practices and learn from peers who are also navigating this evolving landscape. Expanding your knowledge base through community forums and user groups is another great step. Here, you can discover tailored solutions and get expert guidance, helping you develop more advanced permissions management strategies. Engaging with Microsoft partners and innovation hubs is equally important. These connections allow you to dive into tools like Entra, Purview, and Defender, which provide comprehensive governance capabilities. Accessing these resources will help you master AI-driven security and stay ahead in this field. Additionally, I recommend exploring Microsoft's official documentation regularly. It offers valuable updates and insights on permissions management and AI governance, ensuring you're always informed. Finally, if you want to connect directly, you can visit my LinkedIn profile at linkedin.com/Eardley. Engaging with these resources and networks will not only deepen your expertise, but also support you in implementing more effective, secure AI-driven collaboration solutions.